Hi friends, welcome to the special session of Mastering. See this. CAIIB December 2025 ABM Master Plan to score 50 plus easily. 50 plus easily scoring. How to score 50 plus? Now why 50 plus? I say you score 80 plus. Why not? Why only 50 plus? But many of the students say, Sir, बस बहुत हो गया, 50 मिल गया, खुश. Right? If you are in single attempt, students say 45 मिल गया तो भी खुश, isn't it? So how would you score that 50 plus? See, firstly I would tell you. See, I am discussing over here module A and C. Okay, because A and C are the difficult numerical parts. Module B and D are theory parts. So for that you follow the notes given in the classes, paid classes. Okay. And try to rectify. See, B and D is totally rectify. You can't help anything. You can't do anything in that. Learn. Okay. So, module B and D is purely learning. Ma'am has already taken the classes of B and D. Okay. And you might have gone through all these learning, rectifying. Problem lies in A and C. Huge problem. All of you will agree. How many of you agree? A and C are one of the, means A, at least A. C is okay, but A is very difficult here. Because the topics over here are so heavy, so huge, that people don't understand the things nowadays. Okay, it goes above the heads. Okay, so what you do now, I'll give you a trick. See, focus on the numericals part. Focus on the numericals part. For A, specifically for A, I'll tell you, focus on all the numericals part. Because there will be a lot of case studies on module A. Because module A is completely of numericals case studies. Completely. I'll show you all the topics also, whichever are important. See this. First is definitions, importance and data collection. This first topic over here is basically the base of your entire ABM. Here you learn about inclusive, exclusive, groups, okay. Then you learn about relative frequency, okay, various types of frequencies. You will be learning about that. Focus on the basic questions over here, okay, in chapter 1. Chapter 2 is actually sampling. In sampling techniques, there is one numerical which comes for either 5 marks or they combine it, break it into 2 marks. In this, you have to focus on your infinite population and finite population, standard error and Z. Z also you have to find out. Okay, infinite and finite population. Whenever you deal with finite population, you have to deal with that finite population multiplier also. Focus on the words which I am telling you. You have to study those words. Finite population multiplier. Okay. Then next what you have to study is central tendencies. This is one of the toughest chapters. Okay. If you want to score highest, you have to study this chapter. Okay, because this chapter will help you if you understand the chapter. If you don't, then it's the toughest one. Central tendency and dispersion. Here you will study about all mean, mode, medians. Okay, skewness. And kurtosis, okay, standard deviation. In mean also, you will be studying 3 types of means: arithmetic mean, geometric mean, and this harmonic mean. You will have numericals for finding all these 3 and the relationship between all these 3, AH equals to G square. Then you will have the questions on mode. Finding the mode, mean and median of group data and ungrouped data. Again I am telling you, kindly note, group data is the toughest part. Group data is the toughest part. Ungrouped data is easy. Finding mean, mode, median of ungrouped data is very easy. But finding mean, mode, median of group data is very tough. Very, very tough. Okay. So you have to focus on the group data. The formulae in mode and median for group data is really tough. Okay. Then after mode and median, mean, mode, median, and arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean. Then next topic in the same chapter. See, why am I focusing more on this chapter? Because this chapter is of greater importance. Then you will be facing its skewness and kurtosis. This is one of the, again, toughest parts. You have all this mu1, mu2, mu3, mu3, mu4, moments we call it. Then you have beta factors, types of kurtosis, mesokurtic, leptokurtic, okay, platokurtic, skewness, you have this, okay, positively skewed, negatively skewed, so symmetric curve. So all these terms are asked in the exam and you will see them in the exam, whatever I am telling you, you will see them directly in the exam. So this chapter is of utmost importance. Then afterwards comes correlation, regression. Correlation regression is also okay type. Here generally the case study on correlation coefficient is asked. Variance of x, variance of y, covariance of xy, then this R, correlation coefficient, and last one is coefficient of determination. That is also asked. Okay. So focus on this also, correlation. Second part of this is regression, that is y equals to a plus bx. So here you will have to find out a and b. This case study comes a and b, finding a and b with confidence levels. Now there are 3 confidence levels you must always focus on. Which are the 3 confidence levels? Anyone type in the comment section. Now you might have done almost the studies. Type in the comment section which are the 3 confidence levels. 68.3, 95.5 and 97.7. For 68.3 we have 1 standard error, 95.5 2 standard error and 99.7 3 standard error. These 3, without these 3 there can't be any exam of ABM. Okay, there can't be any exam of ABM without these 3. Okay, so study this. Next is time series. Time series is okay type. In time series, only the tough part over here, which you will be facing, is this percent of trend and residual, cyclical residual, and second degree. Second degree is very important. Second degree, y equals to a plus bx plus cx square. Finding ABC. There are separate equation patterns for that. You have to follow that. Okay. And that case study comes for 5 marks. Kindly note, that case study comes for 5 marks. So focus on time series. Probability. Probability is one of the again toughest part. In probability, you get normal probability also, conditional probability also, normal distribution curve probability also. Means normal probability means simple one, like in a bag there are 10 green balls, 2 white balls, 10 white balls, something like this. So that is our pack of cards. These questions are there. This is normal probability. Then second one is your conditional probability. Event A has happened and now what is the chance of B happening? That is an important part. Then you have the 3 main probabilities, which Bernoulli, binomial and Poisson. These also are asked in the exam. Okay, study all of them. And last one but not the least is normal distribution curve. In normal distribution curve, you will be facing the probability, okay, the total area under the curve, then you will have density function, then you will have mass function. All these are studied over here. These are all typical questions in the exam which are asked. Density function, mass function. Okay, so probability chapter. Then estimation. Estimation is very easy, nothing to worry. Hardly one numerical is there. It comes for hardly 2 marks, 2-3 marks. Okay. If you are lucky, you will get this case study. It's very easy. Linear programming, another tougher part. Okay, linear programming. Here you have 2 methods, graphical and simplex. For numericals, kindly focus on graphical method. Numericals are always asked on graphical method, and simplex method they will only ask you the theory. Just forming the constraints and forming the objective functions is important. Because nowadays remaining everything is done, just put the equations in the computer, in the AI, you will get the answer. isn't it? Simulation. Simulation is a simple topic. Okay. Simple topic. Only one case study is there. Only one. And one theory is there. That's it. This is a sure shot question. One same case study, same theory. So roughly around 5-7 marks. So 7 marks are in your pocket. So that's about module A. Okay. Now module C, if you see, which are the important points over here to check in module C. See, module C is completely 25% numerical, 75% theory. Module A is 90% numerical, 10% numerical, 75% theory. Now, if you want to score in module C, you focus on these 4 chapters. 24th, I am starting a new batch. 24th, I am starting a new batch. 24th, Monday. So, in that batch, I will be covering again the numericals. All the numericals. Because 7 days only you can cover numericals part, isn't it? Working capital finance, very important. Calculation of working capital cycle. This is the base of every banker. If you want to work in loans, you have to understand this working capital. What is net working capital? What is gross working capital? What is the operating cycle? When is the finance needed? When is the finance not needed? What are the various ways of working capital finance? What is WCTL? Working capital term loan. So focus on this. Okay, this chapter, this topic is also very important in that. Term loans. Term loans is the easy part. Term loans is the easy part because there only one standard method is applied. Take margin from the customer and pay the full amount to the dealer or third party, whoever it is. But in term loans, what is important is the project loans. Okay, project loans and DCCO. Okay, for commercial and infrastructure projects, the term loan part for that is very important. Then last part is the resolution of stressed assets. Here you have various agencies also, DRT, SURFACE Act. How can we take help of these? DRT, SURFACE Act. Okay. Then this JLF is gone now. Joint Lender Forum was one. Now that is gone. Okay. So how can we take help of these? Then what is prepacked this resolution, this NPR resolution, okay, CIRP, PIRP, okay, all these will be asked over here. So these are the important topics of module A and C, and module B and D, as I told you, just learn, rectify. Rectification is the important part in that, okay. So now before going, I will show you the new batches of Adda 24/7. Join the new batch, see this. The new batch, Power Packed batch, okay? Join this batch. See this. Always purchase through the app. First download the app and then purchase it. Because in the app you will be getting 1% extra discount. So do it immediately. Why to leave that 1%? Okay? So Power Packed revision batch is starting from 24th of November. All the numericals will be covered mainly. Okay? Case studies. Because 5 days only. In those, we can cover only numericals and case studies. But case studies form around 35 to 40 marks in your ABM. 40 marks you can get it in 5 days. So why not? Isn't it? And fees are also all discounted. See, put the code. Remember, always purchase through the app. First download the app, then purchase it. Use the code Y432. If you use the code Y432, look at it. 80% discount you will be getting and 1% through that app.